Can a hospital function effectively without nurses?
I don't think it's very likely. Nurses play a vital role in the operation of a medical institution. In fact, patients spend just as much time in a hospital with nurses who cater to their needs and nurse them back to good health. Without nurses, all of the laborious, time-consuming tasks like taking blood and urine samples or guiding patients through every step before and after diagnosis would fall on the shoulders of doctors who already snowed under and overworked. Simply put, it would be a nightmare for doctors if they didn't have any nurses by their side.
What qualities are essential for someone to succeed in a medical profession?
Extreme dedication and commitment is definitely a must. This is because medicine is a high-stake field where a minor mistake could lead to the loss of lives. For instance, a surgeon needs to put his heart and soul into each operation for it to be a success. Stamina is the next thing that comes to mind. Doctors and nurses' working hours are notoriously long and arduous, and sometimes they have to go days without sleeping. And finally, and this could sound controversial, but they have to have a good heart. They must want to help people. I guess that's why this profession is so revered.
How does working in a medical profession impact a person's life?
That's a tough one. For one thing, they must sacrifice a huge part of their youth and devote it to studying and cutting their teeth. I'm not sure about Western countries, but doctors in Vietnam have to stay in school for roughly a decade to be eligible to practice. It's unthinkable in virtually any other line of work, but it's the norm in medical fields. At the same time, the harsh working conditions could really take a toll on their physical and mental health. But in return, they are guaranteed a long and fruitful career, so I guess these are worthwhile trade-offs.
In your opinion, which profession is more important, doctors or nurses?
It's really hard to make that comparison because they assume different responsibilities in a hospital. But to be fair, there's a reason doctors are among, if not the most revered professions in society. Their roles are absolutely indispensable. Everybody, regardless of status and wealth, depends on them. Just a while ago, the healthcare sector of Korea ground to a halt when doctors went on strike to protest miserable working conditions and low pay. Many Korean patients had to suffer as a consequence. Now, I'm not saying that everything would still run like clockwork if nurses weren't around, but the impact of their disappearance wouldn't be as stark.
How can technology influence medical professions in the future?
Technological advances would undoubtedly revolutionize medical fields in the years to come. They will make healthcare much more accessible and affordable by streamlining administrative processes, facilitating telemedicine and patient self-monitoring, and so on. In pharmacology, new pills and treatments will be introduced to enhance human capability, from mental to physical prowess. In fact, weight loss and brain-boosting drugs are already all the rage in many countries. And AI will play an increasingly crucial role in gathering and analyzing data, laying a solid foundation for all kinds of development.